Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Imagine having to give up a child for adoption or being separated from a parent or a brother or sister and spending every day of your life wondering where they are and how they're doing. Well, Troy Dunn spends his life working to reunite people who've been separated, often for decades. He's the Locator on WeTV, and he joins us this morning along with Cindy Ruff and Dan Fallis, a mother and son who were separated for 22 years until Troy brought them back together. I welcome the three of you. How are you?
Good morning, Chris.
Troy, 40,000 families you have helped reunite since 1989. What was it that got you started?
Completely on accident, actually. My mom's adopted, and I grew up listening to her want to find her biological family, and we met a buddy who helped me do that, and it was a life-changing experience to help my mom find her family, and decided to set out and see if there were others that needed the same thing.
How difficult a process is this? I think a lot of people think, well, you could probably just Google someone and you could probably find anybody out there these days, but how difficult a process is this?
Yeah, you know, if Google were paying me, I might say that's true,
Yeah.
but the reality is it actually isn't true, and the majority of the people aren't all sitting on one website. By the time people get to me, Chris, they've already checked Facebook and Google and all that, so it's we still do a lot of old-school searching.
Cindy, 22 years it took you to be reunited with your son, Dan. What was it that made you all of a sudden wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to find this young man and see what he's up to and how he's doing?
It wasn't just one day, it was 22 years of every day, and I didn't know that I could find him until I heard of the Locator in Troy, and I contacted them in October, and by February we had met.
And Dan, what did you think when you found out that this was going on and that your birth mother was looking for you and was using the help of the Locator?
It was amazing. I guess I always thought I'd be the one to find my mom, and then it turned out she's the one that tried to find me. So it was pretty surreal.
Your mom here said 22 years of thinking every day what you were up to and how you were. But what was it like for you? How much did you think about it?
Pretty much the same thing. Like every day, you know, I had my parents that were raising me, but at the same time, I was like, I wonder what my mom's up to, and so it was just really neat to meet her finally and know that, you know, she was thinking about me too.
And were your parents receptive to the idea of the two of you being reunited?
Everybody was pretty excited about it going to happen. They were so supportive. So.
And let me ask you, Troy, how tough a case was this, if you would call it a case? I guess you take them on a case-by-case basis, but how difficult was this one in particular?
Adoptions are always difficult cases. Sometimes finding the person isn't as difficult as actually facilitating the actual reunion, convincing people to take something that happened 20 years ago and deal with it today. But these two were born to be together, literally.
And what tips do you have for people out there that are sitting at home right now wondering about either their son or daughter that they gave up for adoption or their birth
Most
mother?
important tip is not to give up, not to think it's been too long, it's been too late. My secret technique is always family history, genealogy, the dead lead to the living.
Yeah.
And go at a nice steady pace, knowing that the other person may or may not be ready for you.
Well done. You've done great work since 1989. Like I said, you've reunited 40,000 families, different families. We appreciate it. Best of luck to the two of you as well. So nice to see that the two of you were reunited. Troy, nice job. Thank you so much. Troy Dunn, Cindy Ruff, and Dan Fallis.